Have you ever felt the pull of the unknown? That gentle tug that urges you to step away from the familiar, to leave behind the noise and the rush of everyday life, and to seek out something quieter, something deeper? There's a certain magic in venturing into places that don't appear on most maps, where the world seems to slow down, and every breath feels a little fresher. Beyond the highways and city lights, there are places untouched by modern rush. These are the roads less traveled, winding through rolling hills and dense forests, leading to towns where time seems to pause. Here, the air is filled with the scent of earth and pine, and the only soundtrack is the distant call of a bird, or the whisper of the wind through the trees. These hidden corners are towns in forgotten valleys, where stories of the past live on. Each weathered building and cobblestone street holds echoes of generations gone by, of laughter, hardship, and hope. The architecture tells tales of a different era, and every creak of a wooden porch hints at memories made long ago. Imagine a town where neighbors gather on porches, sharing stories as the sun sets, and traditions are the heart of the community. Here people know each other by name, and a sense of belonging weaves through every interaction. The warmth of a shared meal or a friendly wave from across the street is a reminder of the simple joys that connect us all. Exploring these towns is like opening a living history book, each face and street with a story to tell. The elderly locals, with their weathered hands and kind eyes, are living links to the past, eager to share tales of how things once were. Every corner store and faded sign is a chapter waiting to be discovered, inviting you to slow down and listen. These communities are vibrant, holding on to their identity and culture with inspiring strength. Festivals fill the town square with laughter and music, and traditions are passed down from one generation to the next. There's a sense of pride here, a determination to preserve what makes these places unique, even as the world outside changes rapidly. This journey is about finding beauty in simplicity and reconnecting with something fundamental, in the quiet rhythm of daily life, tending to a garden, sharing a homemade pie, or watching the sunrise over misty fields. We rediscover what it means to be present, to appreciate the small moments that make life meaningful. Let's wander off the beaten path, listen to the stories, and learn what makes these communities special. Every conversation is a window into a way of life that values connection, resilience, and authenticity. By stepping into these hidden corners, we not only discover new places, but also new perspectives on what it means to belong. This is an exploration of the soul of America, one hidden town at a time. Each sunrise over a quiet valley, each handshake in a small town square, brings us closer to understanding the heart of this country, a heart that beats strongest in its most overlooked places. Sometimes the most profound discoveries are made in the quietest places. In these hidden corners, we find not just the stories of others, but also a deeper connection to ourselves. A reminder that adventure and wonder can be found wherever we choose to look. Pennsylvania is more than Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. It holds secrets in its Appalachian mountains. These secluded towns, cradled by rugged terrain, preserve a rare way of life. Settlers brought their traditions, creating a rich mosaic of heritage visible today. This isolation shaped a self-sufficient community, where neighbors are like family. Many towns have retained their charm, offering an authentic American experience. Discover these quiet corners of the Keystone State, where tradition thrives. Centralia, Pennsylvania is a modern-day ghost town with a fiery secret. Tucked away in the rolling hills of rural Pennsylvania, this once thriving community now stands eerily silent, its streets empty and its homes deserted. But beneath the quiet surface, a hidden danger still smolders, shaping the fate of the town and its people. Once a bustling coal mining town, Centralia was filled with the sounds of industry and laughter. Families built their lives here, drawn by the promise of steady work and a close-knit community. The main street was lined with shops, schools, and churches, all testaments to the town's vibrant past. But today, these buildings stand as haunting monuments to a disaster that changed everything. In 1962, a seemingly routine landfill fire ignited an underground coal seam. setting off a chain reaction that no one could have predicted. The fire spread relentlessly beneath the town, creating an unextinguishable inferno that still burns to this day. Smoke and toxic gases began to seep from the ground, turning Centralia into a hazardous place to live. Dangerous gases and the constant threat of ground collapse forced residents to abandon their homes, tearing apart families and friendships that had lasted for generations. Streets were barricaded, and warning signs appeared everywhere, marking the boundaries of a disaster zone. The sense of loss was overwhelming, as people left behind not just their houses, but their memories and dreams. Walking through Centralia today is an emotional experience. Overgrown sidewalks and empty lots hint at the lives that once filled these spaces. Playgrounds sit deserted, swings swaying in the wind, while vacant streets echo with the ghosts of laughter and conversation. The silence is profound, broken only by the occasional bird or the distant hum of the underground fire. The famous graffiti highway, now closed and covered, once served as a canvas for both decay and creativity. Artists and visitors from all over left their marks on the cracked asphalt, turning a symbol of destruction into a vibrant display of resilience and expression. Steam still rises from fissures in the road, a reminder of the fire that continues to burn below. Centralia lives on in memories, preserved in faded family photos, and the stories of those who once called it home. For former residents, returning to the ruins is bittersweet. A chance to reconnect with the past, but also a reminder of all that was lost. The surrounding Pennsylvania countryside remains beautiful, but the scars of Centralia's tragedy are impossible to ignore. The underground fire is expected to burn for centuries, freezing this place in time. The earth itself is scarred and barren in places, with steam rising from deep fissures and the landscape forever altered. Centralia stands as a stark warning of how human actions can unleash forces beyond our control. Yet, even in the midst of devastation, there are signs of resilience. Green plants push through the ruins, and memorials honor the town's history and its people. Some former residents return to visit, drawn by an enduring connection to the place they once called home. Centralia's story is one of loss, but also of strength and the unbreakable bonds of community. Centralia is a poignant corner of Pennsylvania you won't soon forget. A haunting reminder of nature's power, the fragility of community, and the enduring spirit of those who refuse to let their town be forgotten. Harmony, Pennsylvania, is a preserved piece of a different era. Founded by the Harmony Society, it was a social and religious experiment. The Harmonists, led by George Rapp, lived communally, believing in celibacy and piety. Their craftsmanship is evident in the town's beautiful, sturdy buildings. Though the Harmonists moved on, their legacy is lovingly preserved. Harmony is a living town with a warm spirit, not just a museum piece. It shows that a place can be shaped by powerful ideas resonating for centuries. Harmony is a reminder that America is a land of dreams, no matter how unconventional. Ohiopyle, Pennsylvania, is a town where nature is the center of everything. Surrounded by a state park, life here is dictated by the river and seasons. Once seen as an obstacle, the river is now a source of adventure and recreation. Whitewater rafting transformed Ohiopyle into a hub for outdoor enthusiasts. The town is immersed in nature, with pristine wilderness to explore. Residents have a unique relationship with the land, sharing it with visitors. Visiting Ohiopyle reconnects you with the wild, offering grounding joy. It's a sanctuary for the soul, where nature's grandeur is humbling. To truly understand these places, you have to listen closely to the people who call them home. Their voices echo through the streets, across the fields, and within the walls of every gathering spot. Each conversation, every shared memory, paints a vivid picture of life here, one that's shaped by both hardship and hope. Their stories reveal a deep sense of belonging and resilience, forged over generations. These are people who have weathered storms together, celebrated milestones side by side, and built a community that feels more like an extended family than just neighbors. An elderly woman, sitting on her porch, surrounded by lifelong friends, shared how her community always looks out for one another. She spoke of neighbors who check in during winter storms, who bring meals when someone is ill, and who never let anyone feel alone. A young man, despite opportunities elsewhere, chose to stay. For him, the personal connections, the familiar faces, and the sense of being known outweighed the allure of city lights. He finds meaning in the daily rituals, greeting neighbors, helping out at the local shop, and being part of something bigger than himself. A former miner, standing before the remnants of the old coal mine, spoke of his town's reinvention after economic hardship. When the mines closed, many feared the end, but together, they found new ways to survive, turning to small businesses, crafts, and tourism, refusing to let their town fade away. A woman who organizes the annual Heritage Festival is passionate about teaching children their roots. She believes that by passing down traditions, songs, and stories, the next generation will carry forward the spirit and identity of their hometown. These stories, woven together, show the enduring strength of community and the deep human need for roots. Whether it's coming together for a celebration, supporting a neighbor in need, or working on a local project, the people here prove that unity is their greatest asset. They hold on to traditions not just for themselves, but for those who have left and those who might one day return. Family photos, parades, and heartfelt welcomes at the train station are all reminders that no matter where life takes you, you always have a place to come back to. It's a testament to preserving heritage in a world that often looks the same. Here, every building, every story, and every face is unique, a living record of perseverance and pride. These voices, full of wisdom and warmth, are the heartbeat of these secluded communities. They remind us that resilience isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving together, holding on to what matters, and passing it on to those who follow. Living in a place untouched by time is both beautiful and challenging. The beauty is in the peace, the stars, and the deep silence. It's knowing your neighbors as friends who support each other. The joy is in simplicity, traditions, and community events. However, isolation can limit economic opportunities and services. Young people face the choice of staying or leaving for careers. The challenge is balancing preservation with survival and prosperity. These towns embrace change while holding on to what makes them special. If these stories spark your curiosity, visit these hidden corners with respect. Travel here is about slowing down and being present. Bring curiosity and respect, seeing yourself as a guest, not a tourist. Support the local economy by staying, eating, and shopping locally. Your visit can help these towns thrive and preserve their charm. Tread lightly, respecting residents and the environment. By visiting with a gentle spirit, you protect the magic for future generations. Be part of their story, even if just for a little while. As our journey ends, take with you a sense of wonder for hidden beauty. These towns remind us of the value of the small, steadfast, and timeless. They teach us about connection, built face to face, over shared meals. It's a connection that nourishes the soul, something to cultivate in our lives. There are countless hidden gems across America, each with a unique story. Discovering them requires adventure and seeing beauty in the overlooked. Next time you travel, take the scenic route and explore small towns. These places are part of our shared story, waiting for you to listen. Thank you for joining this journey. Travel with an open heart.